Hello, Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 6 of my Khalida campaign. We've currently got the dwarves cornered in Crypt. We've captured the whole of our starting province, Devil's Backbone. We've taken the Charnel Valley from Queek, and now Crypt will fall, and then we're out into the desert. Karsabar and Qatar will be next on the itinerary. The Greenskins are doing very, very well for themselves.
You've come for Grimgor's mercy.
Something like that, Grimgor. It looks like I think. So it looks like the dwarves. No, I think they've lost some of the Silver Road. It looks like the dwarves still control Kazakarak, but otherwise, the Greenskins have all of the Badlands and the mountains now under their control. Although this, I think, is potentially Cetra? I'm not sure. I have to get a closer look. But Grimgor actually kind of likes us. We've been beating up Queek, and he likes nothing more than seeing Queek punched in the face repeatedly. So he is currently fine with us. I'm not sure how long that will last, but it's for the moment, I'll take it.
Submit to your king.
Okay, King Arandez here. He's our new king. New king on the block. He's recruiting an army. He is, take a look, trustworthy. So, trustworthy face. He gives public order +1, local province, and diplomatic relations +5 with all factions, which is going to help everyone just be a little bit more friendly with us. What we can do, in fact, is give him... I know we've already given those all belong to people. Okay. I thought we had some followers we could give him. We do not. What we could potentially do is get some of the... Well, we need more canopic jars. Definitely need more canopic jars. We should do more missions. What missions do we have? They shall perish. Yeah, a lot of our missions want us to kill Khemri, and I'm not 100% on board with that.
Priest King.
I don't think that's going to happen. So let's end the turn. We are laying siege to Crypt, and we do have siege towers being constructed. I think they'll be finished next turn. So then we can attack the city itself and hopefully capture it. My Queen Khalida is fortunate. Plus hero self-defense plus 5% chance of wounding aggressors. I'll take that because this dwarf hero here, Ulthar Starkeeper, has been continually trying to assault our units and failing. King Arandez is strict. Public order here has never been particularly great, but it is improving. Improving there as well. Here it's it's not great there. We'll probably have a rebellion, but I think it's well worth taking the city. So we've got 2 siege towers constructed. Just need to now capture the city. Might be a bit of a hard ask. The dwarves are going to be particularly good on the walls. So we're probably just going to have to throw everything we've got at them and hope for the best.
To war for Nehekara.
Taking this city might be a little bit tricky because dwarvish infantry is some of the best in the game and ours is some of the worst. However, we do have significant numbers on our side. Reinforcements. Khalida's reinforcements now entering the battle. A flock of Jeff and his carrion entourage. Or their carrion entourage, I guess, because it's not just one person. Our chariots probably aren't going to be much use in the siege battle, and Hatip has unfortunately run ahead of everyone else for some reason, and he's on his horse, of course. I kind of forgot that, so he's now hiding behind a siege tower. Just take cover, Hatip. Yep. Okay, now make a break for it. Make a break for it. Run for the tap. Get under the wall. They can't hit you there. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. There we go. Siege towers approaching the wall, as are our infantry. The knights, stalkers, and Ushabtai are heading straight for the gatehouse. They're going to go and give it a little knock. Here come our infantry onto the wall. So Nehakaran warriors. More Nehakaran warriors there. They're just going to have to deal with these crossbows. That shouldn't be too difficult. Some thunderers as well. Not too difficult. Archers are now in range. They're going to rain fire down. Here are our Tomb Guard with halberds. Armour piercing, so they're going to do very well against these dwarvish missile units. No problem at all. And the Screaming Skull catapult is now in range of the city. Just doing well. There goes Libras's barrage ability. And the gates are down. In come the Stalkers, Knights, and Ushabtai. They're going to make a real mess of this infantry. There's a Soul Blight, that's it, upgraded. It's going to last a good long while and reduce their weapon damage and armour. That's going to make this a lot easier.
I will not rest until my axe is blunted.
Duly noted, Mr. Dwarf. Although against constructs, your axe is going to blunt pretty quickly. So, the Hakaran warriors hacking away at the Thunderers. The flock of Jeff flying overhead. Off they go. Khalida's up on the wall. She's dealing with some of these Longbeards as they try and retake the wall. It's not going to succeed. And this Thane is getting pincushioned. We've got a lot of archers. So even though most of them are missing, the few that do hit, making a real mess of this unit. And there goes Ibiamus. He's fighting the Thane. No problem. As long as he get hit by his own Screaming Skull catapult, I guess. Sort of reminds me of the Throg campaign. There's the monstrous menagerie just trashing down the door and murdering everyone inside in one big blob. There's a unit of dwarf warriors. I think they come back from running away. They do still have some units to throw at us. Units of Longbeards and dwarf warriors moving down the pathways towards the gate. A flock of Jeff and a couple of the Carrions have come in as well. It's a bit of a mess. More Longbeards charging in. It's not really going to do them much good though. Just a large pile of dead dwarves. The walls have pretty much been cleared off. Although I think this unit over here, unit of Longbeards, actually came onto the wall and is trying to make its way through the tomb guard. Not entirely sure why, because they're being absolutely minced because of it. I think maybe they're trying to get to Ibia Moose. But he would just love that kind of thing. He's already up to 9 kills. Dwarves a bit more, difficult to kill than Skaven or Greenskins. However, despite the massacre, their Rune Lord, is it a Rune Lord? No, it's just a Lord. Their Lord is not taking any damage. He is dead tanky, 120 armour, 60 melee defence. He's just not taking any damage, despite our best efforts. Oh, we lost one. Never mind.
Do not shame your ancestors.
The dwarves now fleeing deeper into the city. I mean, this ability is just murderous. It just kills so many people. It's amazing. So we've almost finished off the dwarves, only a few remaining. Their lord still holding on, but he's not going to last forever with no support. And as the first use of Realm of Souls goes off, gives us a little bit of healing. Not an awful lot, but a little bit. The lord gets swarmed and starts to break. And with him, the rest of the army. No more dwarves to worry about. I may have been overly concerned about how strong the dwarves were going to be. They're now dead. Like us. Good. So we've got a rank gained.
The treasures are mine.
That's a lot of money. But no, I'm just going to occupy.
Bathe me in power.
Oh, okay. Alright. Just chill. Okay, so we have taken Karak Zorn. We have a gold mine. That's going to generate some income and also give us some golden idols, apparently, which is a thing. So does that mean we're now trading golden idols? So what's that bring in? Where are we? So golden idols, 5 chests, income, 50, so it's 20 each. So a little slightly more than gemstones. But we only get half as many. But still, I'll take that. That's looking pretty good. Indeed. Let's get an obelisk. We've got lots of obelisks now. Probably don't need quite that many. But still, it's nice to have 1 or 2 obelisks just dotted around. Just gives the place a nice aesthetic, doesn't it? Okay. Ibiamus. Let's give you... What level are you? 7. I think arrows. Arrows of Asaph. Let's do that.
A great victory!
Yes, yes it was, Khalida. Yes it was. And I think what I'm going to do is... You're getting quite a bit of replenishment there at the moment. Have you got... Yeah, you've both got 20 units. So... I think next we move on Kar Sabar. But before I do that, I kind of want an agent to have a look around for me. Now we do have 110 canopic jars, which does mean we could get a necrotect. I bet he knocks down walls. So that could be useful. That's 2,500, which is a lot of gold. But we could go. We could just spend the 100 canopic. Is there anything we can? We can craft 3 weapons. We can craft a golden dagger. We can still only craft the shield of Petra. We could get the golden eye of Ra Nut, which does give 10% ward save, which is actually really nice. I'm going to get the golden eye of Ra Nut. Good. So that's the sigil carved into the war chariot of King Ra Nut caused arrows and spears. Glance harmlessly away as he rode. The sigil carved into the war chariot of King Ra Nut caused arrows and spears. I guess they're missing a 2 to glance harmlessly away as he rode into battle.
Vengeance.
Literally unplayable. Talisman. Go for the golden eye. That's going to give her 10% ward save. Very nice. I mean, we could...
Asap smiles on us.
I know she does. Yeah, she... Well, can Snake smile?
Move.
Probably. It's probably fine. Let's...
We learn.
Entombed in the sand for the replenishment. Public order here is still friggin' awful. We'll have to work on that. But otherwise, all good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the 2,500 for a Necrotect. Is that sensible? Might be. I might just be throwing money down the drain, but that's what I'm going to do. It's a lot of money. But we are actually getting almost 1,500 a turn, which pretty good. We do have a commandment here. We can, of course, get the worship of Asaph. That's going to give us public order and untainted corrupt, which is good because the corruption here was pretty bad. It's now getting better. Good. Public order, I think, is under control across the entire empire for once. Who knew skeletons could be so bloody rowdy? So we've got a Necrotect. Excellent. So let's get one of these. So these guys do sort of healing on the constructs. And yeah, I thought they were right. They damage walls, which is going to be very, very useful. Oh, they can also block armies. So they're very, very useful. Okay, so we could get Hatmus with Wrathful or Hekenurus. So bonus plus infantry or physical resistance. Let's get Hatmus. He's wrathful. The Tomb Kings and their servants feel Kassar's wrath coursing through their unliving veins. Ooh.
Ultimate shrine.
It's also going to increase income in our region, which is nice. That's a thing. It's good. Don't think... I was just checking to see whether... we could get... We do have a couple of we do have a couple of chariots. Do I want what's the difference between a skeleton archer chariot and a normal chariot? The difference is the skeleton archer chariot has an archer as well. It's basically exactly the same otherwise. So the skeleton archer chariot is just basically better. Fine. So do we want to get rid of our skeleton? Get some skeleton archer chariots in here rather? Maybe? I mean, these guys do have quite a few... So we've got 3 leadership, melee attack and melee defense difference. I mean, it's not... yeah, okay, we'll get rid of them. Off you go. It's a shame. We've had them from the start, but... sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So we've switched them out for ones which have arrows. Do I want another obelisk? I mean, public order here is... actually, it's not too bad now. Thanks to that Book of Nagash. It's actually looking pretty good. Okay, we've got research available. Do I get another dynasty, or do I... Oh, we could increase melee attack and defense for Nehekara warriors and chariots. The Ossoseri Dirge. The first dynasty graveyard chant has been discovered, imbuing skeleton warriors with greater agility in battle. Agile skeletons. They'll be doing Pilates, a little bit of yoga. It'll be amazing. So the greenskins are doing very well for themselves at the moment. Mind you, I've seen factions do well for themselves and then get clobbered by another more powerful faction later, so... I think the dwarves are still alive, but... I'm not entirely sure for how much longer. Okay, so we constructed the Mortiferous Sanctuary. That's completed, so we've got move any character to the following region, Springs of Eternal Life. Khalida arranges herself in the restored temple and the priestess begins their invocations. As the chant rises, Khalida begins to feel the venom quicken within her. Opening her mind in supplication to the goddess, she hears Asaf's familiar voice whisper to her, Khalida, my chosen, you feel my blessing once more, but it is weakened, for there is foul work afoot. The cursed Lamians meddle once more. They sully my sacred ground, locate my shrine at the spring of eternal life. Purge it of Lahami and filth. With this ritual, you must give me a tribute of magic. Next, you must restore beauty. As the voice of the goddess fades, Khalida sends for her agents. Asaf's shrine must be found. We failed that mission. That's fine. And Ibiamus is a builder. What a guy. Hatmus. Hatmus is very angry. He's cranky. So we're going to head in this direction. So Karsabar is currently... it's got a skeletal garrison. That's Ushabtai.
What? The goddess wills it.
Okay, well let's move
Now we go.
into their territory. That's going to annoy them. However, they don't have any friends, and Qatar does not like them. So, actually, if we put the boot in, then Qatar will like us.
Raid.
Right, public order. How are you doing? 40. That's, you know what? That's fine.
Make way.
We do have a lot of order buildings in here, which is, you know, probably not ideal. But as long as it keeps public order in a good place, I'm more than happy with that. Looks like King Arandez's army is ready to go. He's got Ramarav and that guy in as well. I'm not worried about the lizard men for the moment. They seem fairly happy with me. It is deteriorating, but it'll take a little while. Yeah, they didn't like the fact I declared war on Karak Zorn, but... well, they're dead now, so there's no point crying over spilt milk, is there? We could upgrade Libarus. Let's do that. We've got a lot of money coming in. Almost 2k a turn. That's a reasonable amount. I think maybe if you start as Archon, it's probably a good idea for your first additional lord to maybe send him out into the sea and sort of hoover up some items. Beastmen. Beastmen wandering around. It's okay.
High Queen Khalida.
Let's continue our raiding.
Raid. My great works unfinished.
I mean, we've got a 50% chance of success, 8% chance of being wounded. We'll just knock down the wall. Boop. That's a wall down. And, ooh. So, Wrath of the Creator, passive ability. It increases constructs, armor piercing damage and melee attack, or armor and missile resistance, or we have an ability with 2 charges that replenishes hit points of combatants. It's pretty nice. Interesting. Okay, well, first things first, let's get damage walls so that we can get additional breaches. That seems like a good shout. Do we have anything else we want to do? I think we're actually looking pretty... I mean, we could upgrade to the brass works, but we don't really need to. I'm actually fairly happy. I mean, another royal barracks would be nice. More tomb guard. Obviously, when we take Kars Sabah, that's going to annoy... Is it the Dune Lords? I think it's the Dune Lords. Dune Kingdom, I think it is. I think I just saw it flash by. So that's going to annoy them. But... I'm not... Well, I don't know how many armies they've got. That's the only problem. There's another Book of Nagash over there now. Which one is that? So it's this... Okay, here we are. So, hero capacity +1 for all heroes. That's really nice. Hero action cost -50%. I say that's almost required. And hero action success chance +10%. That is good. But it's an army. So, Nicolandor, the Blade of Solaril. Eyes of the Jungle. Firstborn of King Katept, Nagash was overlooked for succession and forced to join the mortuary cult. He swiftly rose to become a powerful high priest, but envy of his brother, who succeeded their father as king, burned within Nagash like a brazier. Seizing his opportunity, he entombed his brother Thutep alive and claimed the throne for himself. Thus began Nagash's reign of sorcerous terror. So that would be a good one to have. So we should definitely look at grabbing that, depending on how strong the army is. So let's just creep forward. Going to continue raiding until we're in position. Let's another success, Hatmus. Let's go for specialist, so you get a little bit more success chance. So what are the walls like? 78%, number of breaches 3. Inevitably, I find I succeed right up until the point I actually want to attack the city, and then I fail every single time. Do I want to upgrade to the Crypt Barracks? Yes, maybe, eventually. I probably want to... Yeah, like this... Okay, when can we get level 4? That's going to take a while. We don't have a growth building, do we? I mean, growth is only +40. Mind you, that would double our growth, effectively. Well, not double, but it would give us more growth. Do I want to do that? Yes, yes I do. Let's do that. And just all quiet there. I mean, do we want another... I don't think we need another obelisk, to be honest. I think that's probably fine. We do have research available, though. So we could go for another... We could go for a Tomb Prince. Or more ammo, charge bonus, and reload time reduction. Let's go for the Patronage of Wakhaf. Subjugator of Nomads.
The climate is irrelevant.
Good to know. Thanks, Khalida. Okay, so we've got hero capacity +1 for Tomb Princes, and it looks like Hatip has got a skill point, which is quite... I would like to go, because currently we have no damaging spells. We've got debuffs, but no damaging spells. So let's go for evasion, and then we can get the Purple Son of Xerus, or the Fate of Buna.
Liberus shall rise again.
Right, I bet this one fails. Nope, it didn't. Okay, fair enough. I take that back. Let's go for Specialist.
Asap smiles on us.
And then we're going to declare war. Oh, they're strength rank 8, really? Mind you, I'm strength rank 1, so... yes, we're going to declare war. So I've chosen death. I mean, I already am death. Very well. I will toast your destruction. Okay, well, that's nice.
Strike at them.
So we'll continue the siege. They've got breaches in their walls.
My dynasty. Address me as your highness.
Strike at them.
We
Reap them
probably...
like
I mean, we can probably auto-resolve that one. Yeah, that's fine.
Find me vampires.
Oh, okay.
I claim
Let's
this.
occupy, because we want Karsabar. And we've got... What's this? Parched Oasis. Public order, growth, and income. Even in the vast desert, there are beacons of hope that give way to phantasms of decay. So I guess that's the building for the pastures. There's also the Pyramid of King Katep. The Lich Lord commanded his great pyramid constructed so that in life and beyond, all will know his resilience and dedication. So it's going to generate 2 canopic jars a turn. That's nice. Public order in adjacent provinces. Winds of magic and construction reduction, although it does cost a lot. 14k to build. It's probably not going to be doing that right away. Okay, well, this is the Springs of Eternal Life. We wanted to get there.
We ask.
So Khalida's got a skill point, which is going to go in... I kind of want to go for the regeneration, but do I want to go for Chariot instead? Yeah, I'm going to go for Chariot. Khalida's got her ride.
Shall restore Nehekara.
Indeed. And Ibiamus is going to get... Could get more health. He does have... I mean, arrow... Yeah, let's get the arrows. More arrows. More arrows is good. Hatmus, you've already done something this turn, haven't you? Yes, you have. Kind of want to... Well... Do I want... What's public order doing here? It's 20 because of military presence. But conquest is -10.
I alone shall restore Nehekara.
So buildings is +4. So we'll be at -4, which isn't... That's actually not too bad. So we get Bagar and Antok are the 2 settlements in this province. So the Springs of Eternal Life. Yeah, so Qatar is the other one. So if we can capture Bagar and Antok, we'll be in a good position. And I also want to grab a Tomb Prince so we can get Sepko, who's cunning, or the Desket. The Desket. Bonus plus infantry. He's wrathful. Let's get the Desket.
My father demands it.
Oh, okay. Well, nice to know you're daddy's boy.
King of Tombs.
And
A loyal
Rami over here. We're going to grab Jeff's Incantation of Cursed Blades. Good old Jeff. He's always up to something, isn't he? It's Cursed Blades, it's Flocks. Okay. So we've got research available. Could get runic inscriptions. Could go for another army. Do you want to go for another army? I mean, I do quite like the Necropolis Knight, so we could go Wisdom of the 5th Dynasty. King Sept usurped the throne of Khemri, restoring the priesthood and the necropolis. From then on, Nakara began to flourish once more. Let's do that. We're going to continue to push on, although they must have armies around here somewhere, I just don't know where they are. So I need to be a little bit cautious. That's when like 3 different armies appear out of the fog of war. And I poop myself. What happened there? Did that province just get razed? Uh-oh. There's beastmen's. Mount Arachnos. In cities as old as the desert, it is a natural order that even the finest buildings eventually crumble and fall. One of our largest temples has started to collapse and we fear that it will soon topple, bringing down to calamity. Should we reinforce it? Reinforce a temple to lose one of our most prestigious and most sacred temples is a risk too great to bear. We cannot risk its collapse. Use everything to reinforce it and prevent that from occurring. That's going to give us -10 construction cost for all buildings for 10 turns, or it will stand. Pah! The cities of the Tombkins have stood for millennia and will continue to do so. So great is the power of their creators. Do nothing and no catastrophe shall befall us. We get buildings damaged. But we do get canopic jars, so that's, yeah, it'll stand. That's quite expensive. That's fine. That's okay. I'll live with that. Right, we want Hatmus. You're going to go to Antok. You're going to damage those walls. There's no army yet. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, okay. There's 2 armies. There's 2 armies.
Khalida.
Right. So King Nishkupra and King Itubom.
Where are my slaves?
Okay, let's get damage walls. Let's get the next rank of that. Okay, so they are speeding their way towards us. Obviously, none too pleased that we captured their city a little bit. I mean, geez, guys. I mean, you know, just chill. It was just bants. And it looks like the beastmen are hanging around here somewhere. So what I might do is send King Arandes. Yeah, there they are. And Entombed beneath the stands. What do you have? Oh my god, that is a lot of Cygors. That is a lot of Cygors. King Arandes, can you passage to the Soul Realm? I think is a good shout. I think just in case we're going to declare war on these guys, I will eat your still beating heart. I've got some bad news for you there. So that way, if he comes this direction, because otherwise, if he comes in this direction, we're not at war with him, we won't ambush him. But this way, if he does, we will. So that is probably the best option there. We could, if you move over here and do that.
It's inevitable.
I mean, both of these armies are probably on par with ours. So, on your knees. Okay. Okay, this is fine. And Prince Dedesket, what can you do? Can you assault units? Yes, you can. In that case, you want to come over here? We do need to send an agent over to the Springs of Eternal Life, but I'll do that later. Talking of later, I think we've reached the end of the episode. Next time we'll be taking on the 2 armies over here, both of which look absolutely sodding terrifying, and potentially the Beastmen as well, as they try and probably sack Granite. I suspect they'll see Granite Massive and want to go for that one, so hopefully we'll catch them in the act there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.